Dude, why are you always doing something so stupid?
Can I just have fun one time?
We got to go do a podcast.
I'm sick of this. You know what? Fine, it's on deck.
Let's go. Hello, everyone. Baseball is back, and so are we. Welcome to On Deck. I'm Austin.
I'm Kyle.
Today, we're going to be talking about the St. Louis Cardinals opening day today. Let's just start off with the offense, how amazing our offense was. We had 15 hits, and every starter that was on the lineup had a hit, including O'Neill's home run and Donovan's home run. And we also ended up drawing 6 walks. We got an exciting lineup this year, and I can't wait to see.
Even though we did lose 10-9 in a very exciting back and forth game, a lot of promise with the offense. And let's not forget my boy Jay Walk, his first career hit, and his very first career at bat.
Second
What
pitch.
a moment. What a moment for him. Very excited about that.
That was a screamer, too, up the middle.
Oh, yeah.
That was a shot.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, like you said, we obviously did lose 10-9. We gave up 19 hits. And I know people are going to call me crazy over this, but I do not think our pitching was that bad. Three points to this. First of all, we didn't give up one home run. Not one home run. Almost every hit the Blue Jays had, they had 19 hits, yes, but almost every hit they had was just softly hit.
It was just pure luck that it happened.
They just hit it where people
did.
weren't.
And that's just what happened.
Yeah,
it wasn't anything the pitcher really did.
They didn't barrel one, but maybe one or two balls. And
that were solid hits.
Soft hits, they just got lucky, in my opinion. But not only that, we had 11 Ks and only 3 walks versus Toronto having only 8 Ks, and they walked us 6 times. 11 Ks is obviously Ohtani last night, he had 10 Ks by himself, but Ohtani's a different breed. But 11 Ks is great. Only 3 walks.
I also felt really good with all of our young guns against Manoah.
Oh, yeah.
And doing how good they did and getting him out of the game so quick, making it a bullpen game for them too. That was pretty impressive because he's a very solid pitcher.
He is fantastic, and Michaelis, we've seen him be great. I think this pitch clock has already had an effect on people. I think
we're going to see the most runs scored per team every game than we've ever seen in the history of baseball, because pitchers are going to be so rushed, they're just going to basically lose control at some point.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's going to ruin baseball, in all honesty.
Yeah, you can't rush a pitcher, and maybe I'm a little biased because of Ryan Helsley, but he's a fantastic pitcher. I think the pitch clock got to him. He didn't pitch awful.
Except for his first batter.
Yeah, first batter.
Pitch walk right out the gate. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
This is Ryan Helsley here.
And Helsley, he gave up the 2 runs. We rarely see Helsley give up 1 run last year.
They weren't good hits, though.
No, they weren't.
They just were lucky hits.
Yeah, and then
so
one of them, Jordan Walker, probably had the dude dead to rights at home, the go-ahead run, but he threw it a little high.
And
That's
I get
okay.
Because it's opening day jitters. It's your first big league game.
And
but he showed off his cannon, though.
That was a shot.
He showed off his cannon.
He was showing it off all game just for the fun of it, I think. Any base hit that was hit to him, he just fired it to the cutoff man or to second just for fun.
I'm so excited about Jordan.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I got a prediction for our St. Louis Cardinals record this year. Last year, I think we won 93 games, maybe?
92.
92 games?
No,
I think
the Blue Jays won 92, so we would have won 93 at least.
Yeah, I think
you're right.
I think we're going a little more this year. I got us going 97 and 65. I believe that adds to 162. I'm pretty sure I did the math right.
I'm just going to go
all the way to 100 wins.
I thought about it. But yeah, I got 97 and 65 with us making it to the NLCS. I think with this offense, absolutely can. As long as our pitching takes us there.
Yeah, the only problem is if our pitching doesn't get us a low enough number, our big offenses aren't going to matter, just like yesterday.
Yeah.
They're 10 runs. That's a lot. We scored 9.
Yeah.
But 10 runs is a lot to compete with every game.
Yeah, can't do that every game.
So,
which hopefully Michaelis, which after the second inning, honestly, he did okay, I think.
Yeah, he did.
And his stuff was nasty.
His first inning was a little rough. Second inning was a little better, and then he just was fine.
Yeah.
And then we bring in Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, that was
And he wants to be a starter.
He wants to be a starter, but he cannot control his pitches. Then let's talk about that. Wilson Contreras day to day because of this guy.
Yeah.
Not to put too much blame on you,
Smoking him
but
in the knee.
103 miles an hour to the knee. I don't care what you got, what kind of padding you got there. It's going to hurt. 103 miles an hour.
And now guess who we're going to have catching until he's back?
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Knizner.
The guy who couldn't even put a bunt down for us yesterday. I disagreed with that call too. I don't know why. I kind of get why they wanted him to bunt, but I would have just rather seen him swing.
I mean, quite frankly, an out's an out because he was going to get out anyways because it is Andrew
Which
Kisner. But
the pop up to the pitcher or the man on second. I get you're trying to move him to third, but he popped up. That's as good as a strikeout right there. I mean, that
pretty
was
much.
awful. But hopefully Wilson gets back.
So
behind the plate
tomorrow,
very soon.
we get to see our first regular season look of Jack Flaherty.
Mm-hmm.
I will be at the game, kind of excited to see what he does
Yeah, I'm excited for
in
him.
person there. Hopefully, Blue Jays have a pretty solid team,
They do. They got a great lineup.
but like you said yesterday, they got so lucky all game long, and it was so stupid. But I think we'll have a better turnout.
Yeah, and
Once the pitchers get this pitch clock figured out where they can settle themselves and learn how to do that, I feel like it's going to improve greatly. And I think that'll start working to our advantage. We just got to get them to the point of slowing down and figuring out how to keep their composure in that short time spans.
I also think we're going to be adding at least 2 to 3 pitchers this year. Or this year with trade or off season. We're going to be adding some.
To make
bullpen
another
and
note to
starters.
that, I said last week how Aaron Nola was a potential trade target in a rumor, and now he has declined re-signing with the Phillies after this year.
That's crazy.
Which makes him an even bigger trade target, I feel like, in my eyes. If he was already, he should definitely be at the top now. You don't want to stay there? We got great fans in the Lou. Come join us.
I mean,
You can dominate for us.
if you don't want to stay with Phillies, I don't know where you want to be, but St. Louis is a great place.
Starting to say.
So please. And
The
we're
Phillies
losing-
would be my next team if I wasn't with the Cardinals. I would
Yeah.
definitely stay with the Phillies.
And we're losing Wainwright after this year. Oh, speaking of Wainwright too, great rendition of the
National anthem.
there.
Absolutely. That
was
shocked.
so cool.
That shocked me. So of course I was at work, so I had to listen to it on the radio.
Yeah.
And when they said, an upcoming singer in St. Louis, I was sitting there, I'm like, wonder who this is gonna be. And then they said a baseball player. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And they said Uncle Charlie. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
That was
That was amazing.
probably one of the coolest opening day moments in the history of opening day
We
moments.
weren't there.
I know. The one I've missed in the past 4 or 5 years.
You also spoke of
Tyler O'Neill's homer.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk on them.
4
straight opening days with home runs from my boy Tyler.
And I don't know if you heard or not, but that is a tied for a franchise record with Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols.
He's in great company.
And if he stays, he's probably gonna pass that with 5. I'm sure, as long as he stays with the Cardinals, because he's been there 5 years and
Now,
done it 4 times.
last year I thought the same thing because he had just right out the gate firing on opening day.
And then, everything happened, injuries.
And stuff, and he didn't have a great season.
I feel like this is hope.
He-
I feel like this is great hope.
He looked good, I think.
He had 1 strikeout, I believe, right?
Yeah, 1 strikeout.
It wasn't a really awful one,
No,
but he did strike
that was his
out.
first AB.
And then he had a home run
Mm-hmm.
in the game. I think there's good promise out of it.
He's
And then he walked once. That's another good promise. Right out the gate, you're taking walks. That's a good promise of plate discipline to me, too.
and
We'll see how he does.
obviously that's your boy, and I've had mixed feelings on him always. But I mean it when I say it this year. I really feel something with O'Neill this year, and I know that's gonna make you happy.
I'm telling you, boy.
I don't know. His hands have always been fast. He's been quick to the ball.
He's
but this
got
year,
one
I
of the
swear he's
quickest
quicker.
swings I've ever seen. And
Yeah.
you team that with how big of a Hulk arms he has,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a killer combination. The Canadian Crusher in full swing.
Yeah, I mean, these guys think they can blow a fastball by him, but obviously couldn't blow one by him yesterday. Opposite field power, took it deep. And then Donovan did the same thing. And Donovan, man, that guy,
He's by
he
far
is insane.
like one of the most exciting players right now in baseball to watch, in my opinion.
He's
He
not
can do
getting-
it all.
He's not getting enough credit.
No, he's not. He's not getting it. And now he's got his power going. Right out the gate, opening day, he's showing his power after showing it all spring.
Yeah.
And now he's going to just start displaying power. I feel like he's 100% going to hit double digits this year in homers.
I do too.
I feel like he could get close to 20. I heard the thing where he's actually using the kind of bat that Goldie uses.
Oh, yeah,
With the
with
bigger
the big
knob
knob.
on the end, so that way it's more balanced at the top so he can
Yeah.
get through the zone quicker. And obviously, like they said, it is working
Yeah,
because
it
the
is.
boy is hitting.
Home runs, doubles, singles. He's walking still.
Oh, yeah.
He runs fast.
And he, obviously the great defense as always. Can play any position. Just put him at catcher. Forget Kisner.
I read a thing that he apparently used to catch like high school or college or something. Because I thought about that when
Man.
Kisner came in yesterday. I was like, what if he got hurt? And I was like, then we could put
Then
Donnie
they talked
in.
about it on the radio too.
Yeah.
They talked about putting Donnie would have to be the next one, they would think. And I'd say that'd be great.
I would love to see
Just
it.
get
to see.
Kisner's back completely out of the lineup.
Yeah. You trade him or something. But
Yeah.
one more prediction on O'Neill. I think he's going 30-plus homers this year. I think his average is still going to be in the twos, but I think it's going to be good twos. Like
At least
280s or
kind
higher.
of
Like where he was in 21 would be
Yeah.
nice.
I think-
286 with 34 homers and, 86 RBIs, I think it was? Because, I got that in my heart.
I think the strikeouts will still be there, but not as bad. I think he's
Well,
gonna
even
lower
in
them.
those still, if
Yeah.
he's producing a 286,
And hitting
everybody's
30
going to
plus.
get out. And
Yeah,
a pop
absolutely.
out and a strikeout is still an out.
Yeah.
and you're not advancing nor tagging up, double plays and stuff. Either way. So I feel like as long as, and even if it's on the ground,
The chances of getting O'Neill on a double play are slim because
Yeah.
he's like one of the fastest players in
He's
baseball
so
right now.
fast, yeah.
And I don't know. And I also love him in center field. I really do. And
hope-
Newton left field, that really shocked me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Putting Walker in
and
right.
right.
But Newt's got insane speed and range and insane glove and
killer rocket in the socket.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it-
it makes plenty good sense.
It worked out in game one for us so far.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So, really hoping tomorrow I get to see Jay walk in person for the first time. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping Wilson's back in the lineup so I can see him in the Cardinal
yeah,
uniform
me too.
for the
Very
first
much.
time. I won't be lying to you, though. I'm probably going to be with a baseball trying to get Bo Bichette's autograph, though, before the game.
Take my jersey for me.
I honestly was going to ask you, not going to lie. I thought about it today. I'm like, I should see if I can get Michaela to take Austin's jersey and see if we can get it signed, too.
That'd be great. I love
Oh, that'd
Bo.
be the greatest thing.
Bo is just his
That
arms.
is-
His arm's terrible at shortstop. I'm sorry, Bo. You don't have an arm at shortstop.
Oh,
but
my
you're great.
goodness. His throwing yesterday was awful.
Like you get that fixed, you'll be a lot better. But you're still better than Tatis, so that's saying something. Speaking on prediction, I just got a few way too early predictions.
First, before we do that,
Oh yeah.
I got
One more thing
Okay,
on the
okay.
spring training.
training. Jacob DeGrom,
Oh,
our
yes.
so-called best pitcher in baseball, gave up
5 earned runs in 3 2/3 yesterday. Wow.
That's bad.
Yeah, that not a good start to the season for that guy.
But that's probably because he's in Texas. Because,
Why in the world?
why not just sign with the Texas Rangers when you're the best pitcher in baseball?
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's
Perfect sense. I don't care if the money's better or not. I don't want to go to the Rangers.
no. I'd go to
You
a
ain't
good
winning
team.
no rings there. Same with Trout and Otani.
Yeah, that's
Why in the world are you guys still there?
that's sad. Oh, great game Otani pitched yesterday, and they still lost.
It's ridiculous.
It's.
Very ridiculous.
I hope they both somehow get out of that contract.
And come to St. Louis.
Yes, please.
Please. Please. No,
back,
on
yeah,
to
back
your-
to these way too early predictions of awards for the end of the year. If you have any to chime in, you can. I didn't
I
talk
will.
about this to you yet because I just did it not too long ago. But my Cy Young for AL is Garrett Cole. My NL is Spencer
I'm-
Strider.
So Strider is definitely my NL Cy Young.
No questions asked. Love that guy. My AL, though, who was it the other day? I literally was just thinking of this the other day, who mine would be. Strider was my NL, 100%.
He's fantastic.
That guy's phenomenal. I don't remember who in the world I said. It wasn't Garrett Cole, though. Know that for a fact, and it wasn't Otani.
I know Garrett Cole pitched a fantastic. I almost picked Otani because I have
And I can't do.
slight prediction of something for Otani.
I almost picked Verlander. Going back to back and doing the NL this year
Yeah.
over Strider, but I'm like, I like Strider. I think he's going to do something
I
big.
love Strider, yeah.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, Verlander's in the National League, so that don't work. No. I remember who I said now. Never mind. Keep talking.
All right, MVPs, you got any on that?
Oh, I do got some MVPs. Back to your boldness of Tyler. He's a finalist this year.
All right. Top three?
Might
or-
not win. No, he like straight finalist.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
ESPN
announces
him as a finalist. Top 3. Winning, I don't know. Finalist, I feel it. And I feel like Goldie, though, is going to take the cake.
Ooh.
Goldie's going back to
That was
back.
almost my other one. I
You know,
got.
he started off on a good note yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did.
So, and so did Nato.
That's where I was going. That was my pick. I think he's taking
Can we
it from
just
him
have
this
3
year.
Cardinals in the finalists?
O'Neal, Goldie, and Nato as the finalist.
And we
Then
may
I
even see
wouldn't even
Walker
care.
in there. Who knows? We'll see.
Rookie of the year is definitely Walker.
Yep, that's where I'm going next.
yep.
My AL though for MVP. I have Ohtani for AL. I think him and Judge are going to battle out again this year. I think Ohtani's going to get him this year, and I almost put him as Cy Young and MVP just because that would be insane.
I'll go an even bolder on who my AL MVP is going to be. Jordan Alvarez.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad one.
I should write these down so that way we can figure out who was closest in this at the end. And then at the end of the season, we can talk about who
Yeah,
was closest.
I'll put him in this note when we get done.
Yep.
My rookie of the year, I have the newest Boston. I don't know how to really say this. Masataka Yoshida. That sounds right.
Yoshida is right.
Yeah, I don't know what the first
100%.
name is, but that's
I
my
think
rookie of the year.
mosquitoes or whatever.
He's-
Muscatoli, I don't know.
Yeah, that's my rookie of the year for
Montreal
AL.
steak seasoning, something like that.
Mesquite.
That's where I was going for with mesquite seasoning.
And obviously, I think we both know our NL rookie of the year pick,
Jay Walk.
Jordan Walker. Yeah.
Yep.
There's no way he doesn't. I feel
Dude,
like.
we have to get
I mean-
these jerseys.
You get a Donnie, I'll get a Jay Walk.
Yeah,
And then we'll
I'm
see,
definitely gonna
we'll hold them up and see if we can get both of them to come sign them.
Those would be great ones to have
Yep.
signed.
Yeah.
One more I just added. The comeback player of the year. Obviously, I don't remember. I think, was it Verlander and Pujols I got it last year?
Pujols,
I know
yes.
Pujols was. I can't remember if it was Verlander or what. But this year, I got Miggy and Waino just because it's kind of cool. Last season, I mean, they obviously have to do good or they're not even going to be considered. But I'm hoping Waino.
I didn't
can
think
hang
about the
high.
comeback player of the year. I
didn't
haven't
until
actually thought of who
I
I'd.
just seen something on it and I was like,
I haven't actually thought of who I'd pick for that yet. I
just-
forget that's a thing, honestly.
I just added Miggy and Waino last year's, and they're good players.
The
either
deliverer
way,
of
so.
the year. I think that's what they call it, right? For relief pitchers. Deliverer of the year.
Couldn't tell you.
I think that sounds right. I think that sounds right. Ryan Helsley
Yeah, for sure.
is going for the NL. The AL. I don't know enough relief pitchers in the AL, I guess. I only know the NL, like Edwin Diaz, and
Yeah, and
you know,
he ain't doing nothing this year. So
that's okay. We don't
But-
need him to.
yeah, that's my predictions. Hopefully.
But then you got Miami and New York. Sorry, this is a complete.
Oh yeah, we got
2 to
this on
1.
the TV. Yeah, Miami. Oh, speaking of underdog teams, the Orioles. Orioles are going to hit playoffs this year. Bold prediction. Orioles
feel
are
it.
making playoffs.
I feel it.
And what's their catcher's name? Rutschman. Adley Rutschman. 5 for 5 yesterday with also a walk. I think that's like one of the first times that's been done on an opening day or something.
George
like that.
Springer, 5 hits yesterday too.
They were all blue piece of junk hits
Yeah.
that he got lucky with, but he got them.
I think one of their only hard hits was honestly Vladdy's sac fly to O'Neal.
Yeah, that was about
That
the
was like
most
one of the
solid.
only hard hits.
And it didn't go.
That's is ridiculous. Hopefully those we'll figure out how to play against blue pits like that, or they just won't happen. That's all I got for tonight.
Yeah, I don't think I have a huge ton. A couple notable injuries. Jose Altuve being out. Of course, Wainwright's out for the moment.
I seen something on the
I had
Braves-
another one.
Braves pitcher that went out yesterday. I think it's Braves pitcher.
Of course, Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, I can't think of who pitched for the Braves yesterday. Oh, Fried. I think he got hurt, but I'm not really sure.
Max Fried.
I don't know how bad it was. I didn't look into it.
I don't know
big
that
time,
I'd seen
but-
that one yet.
But yeah,
So a lot of injuries. You know, Bryce Harper's out to start the season. There's a lot of injuries right now. Who's the one that got injured for Puerto Rico?
was that?
That was Edwin, wasn't it?
Let's say, was that Edwin?
I think it was. You know, he's out.
I think so. Yeah.
I
Out
mean,
for the season at that. Oh, Hoskins.
yes,
Or-
Reese
yeah. I
Hoskins,
couldn't remember if it was him or
Gavin Lux.
Yeah.
All these huge names. You know, the Phillies are struggling right now because they don't
are.
have Harper or Hoskins
Yeah,
right
they
now.
are. Hoskins is a big one to lose, and then you already had Bryce Harper to deal with there. That sucks.
Still pulling for his autograph this year as long as I can make it to that game.
Yeah.
So far, I'm good, but we'll see. That's in September, so I got a long time for that to change.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't get traded.
God
to the
knows.
Cardinals.
God knows it needs to happen.
To the Cardinals. Which, I don't know where I'd want him. I mean, to be fair, I'd take anybody except Walker right now. I'd take Harper over everybody that we have in the outfield.
Healthy.
Yeah, healthy.
Healthy Bryce Harper.
Or you just come DH for us.
See, that's what I was thinking, just have him DH.
Gorman,
You can flip-flop
Gorman's doing
some,
okay, but
flip-flop some Gorman in there every once in a while with him and, flip-flop him at second, whatever. Give some guys breaks.
we were in the talks with him apparently whenever he went to Phillies, but don't know how much talks we were actually in because we were in
don't
talks
spend
with
money.
Motto for 5 years and finally got him.
We don't spend money.
Yeah, that's got to change this year.
I hope it does. I don't see how or why. Because, we still got the same people in the office, but there's my AL. That's who it was. Glad we're watching the Astros White Sox games too. Julian Javier.
Oh, okay.
That's my Javier. Is it Julian? No, it's not. I'm on the wrong Javier.
I know who this is. I just can't think of his first name.
Yeah, Javier is the one I was thinking of that I think is going to be
Christian Javier.
Christian. Yes. He's the one I think is going to
He's such a
want
good-
to
yeah, he's such a
explode.
good
He's a
pitcher.
very good pitcher. That's my AL right
I
there.
see that one. Yeah,
That's
a good
who.
one.
That's actually who I was thinking of. I'm glad we were watching this. Elvis Andrews is on the White Sox now, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. He hasn't done any good since he left Texas, but
No,
he didn't do that great with Texas either. But
just his name's Elvis, so he was big. Well,
all right, well,
you good now?
yeah, I think
That's
that's
good.
about all of it. So
Well, thanks for joining us again for this On Deck podcast. Don't forget to join us next week.
and don't forget to subscribe.